Good Friday evening, everyone. Good Friday evening, and welcome to the weekly Jimmy Whitehead Power Hour podcast. Hope everybody is doing wonderful and staying warm in anticipation of some more snow and some more freezing weather. Looks like we have a couple of more days of some snow coming and some extremely cold weather. So, be safe. Watch out for the black ice when you're walking, when you're driving. Take your time, get there safely. Whatever you're trying to do, be patient, take your time because you always want to get there safely, particularly your family, your children. A lot of people rush on the highways and in the streets, and then they go real fast and they got to stop at the next red light anyway. So just take your time, be safe, stay warm, and if you don't have to go anywhere, don't go. Just spend some quality family time in the house and stay warm. Again, this is the Jimmy Whitehead Power Hour podcast, something that I'm learning how to grow and perfect and use as a vehicle for educating the public about opportunities to grow academically and economically in terms of workforce training as well. To give a little background, my name is Jimmy Whitehead, and I am the founder of a nonprofit called U.S. Humanitarian Aid Response Team, or U.S. HARD. And the purpose of the organization is to provide cybersecurity workforce training, AI workforce training. We started our first cohort to get it off the ground with electrical, a low voltage electrical workforce training. And while we have trained some students in that, the work that we had anticipated working on was the installation of the police cameras. They haven't ordered the cameras yet, but even beyond that, a lot of the first class have not been able to come back, or they haven't come back yet for some other components. They needed to come back to work on their resumes and their professional presentation for interviews. We were going to pay for them to take an algebra refresher class, and then we were going to pay for them to actually take the electrical apprenticeship class for the union. So we still had some more pieces to work with in the first class. The second class was completely just cybersecurity workforce training. They did amazing job. The cohorts, we just had our graduation last month, and a number of them have already been on job interviews. So, little by little, we get further with our programs. It took me 10 years to get to the point of where we are now. It's all based on a lot of what I call tenacious patience. 10 years for us to get our first class off the ground. And one thing that Mayor Marty Small said very wisely at our recent graduation, the mayor said that it's not going to be a magic wand that we wave and jobs magically appear. It's going to take patience. It's going to take hard work continuously. It's going to take a lot of perseverance. It's going to take a lot of collaboration, which is what my subject is for this Friday. Um, Again, this podcast, I started it a couple months ago. I've been trained a little bit by Kashan, who runs the cybersecurity programs at City Hall. But I'm doing what he told me to do because I still have some more lessons. He told me he wanted me to try to make mistakes and learn how to do a lot of the maneuvering on this podcast by myself. So I'm doing that. But as I do it, I want to bring information to the public about what we're doing, what U.S. Hard Cares is doing, which is the logo in the back of my head. We are focused on helping create a skilled workforce in Atlantic City and our coastal sister cities, starting Longport, Margate, Ventnor, Atlantic City, and Brigantine, work with all 5 of these cities and talk about ways we can collaborate to create new economic development, to create new workforce training, to create new investment in the Atlantic coastal efforts. And again, it all comes from this thing they call collaboration. Now, before I give you a little background about collaboration and the definition of it and what you achieve out of it, while you are learning, I'm learning. We're learning together how we can move this economic opportunity forward in all 5 of our cities, working together in a strategic collaboration. So I'm going to give the Wikipedia definition of collaboration. Collaboration is the joint effort of individuals or teams working together to achieve shared goals and produce outcomes greater than what they could achieve alone. It fosters innovation, enhances problem solving, and boosts productivity by leveraging diverse skills, knowledge, and resources. Effective collaboration thrives on trust, open communication, and shared accountability. Key elements of effective collaboration: shared purpose, a clear common goal that all participants are committed to. And with this unique collaboration that we're focused on between our Atlantic coastal cities, with Mayor Patrick Armstrong in Longport, and Margate, our honorary chairman, Mayor Michael Collins, in Ventnor, Mayor Tim Crabell, in Atlantic City, Mayor Marty Small Sr., and in Brigantine, Mayor Vince Sierra. We want to be able to bring these distinguished gentlemen together who are brilliant political leaders and figure out how we can connect some dots to help each other grow mutually, economically. So trust and respect, a safe environment where individuals feel comfortable to share ideas and relying on one another to achieve goals with those ideas. So the first thing about a collaboration is having trust and respect. And that's necessary in anything you do dealing with business or economics. You have to have a level of trust and respect and a lot of integrity. Open communication, transparent and frequent exchange of information. And let me tell you, one of my heroes of transparency in terms of leadership is Brigantine Mayor Vince Sierra. Not to take anything away from the other mayors, but I just love the way Vince Sierra gets on a live, Mayor Sierra, and he talks about everything going on in Brigantine with details. Also, Mayor Marty Small does that a lot too. He gets up there and he talks about the details and where the money's come from. And again, I'm sure all of them are very transparent, integrity-driven leaders. It's just that, on Facebook, we in times of Facebook right now. So what you see a lot is what you know personally. And I just love the way they deliver their message about transparencies. A shared responsibility, accountability for the outcomes, not just individual tasks. So we have to have, collaboration has to have a plan with some outcomes. It has to have some timelines to achieve those outcomes. And it has to have trust and transparency. So all of these efforts are visible to the public and accountable to everyone so that we can grow together. Types of collaborations: synchronous, real-time collaboration such as instant messaging, video calls, e.g. Zoom, or in-person meetings. There's time, I'm trying to say this word, exochronous. I'm going to get it. Time shifted, non-real time collaboration such as working on shared documents, Google documents, emails, and wikis. So there's two kind of collaborations basically. Real time when you're meeting face to face and you're in a room meeting and you're on Zoom's meeting, and the other time is a time shifted where non-real collaboration such as working on shared documents, drafting MOUs, which stands for memorandums of understanding, and using the cloud to share data with each other. So at any point in time, any of the collaboration partners can visit a cloud file on Google or wherever you retain your files so that they can work individually at their own pace. I work 7 days a week on everything I do. So I need access to information 7 days a week, 24 hours a day, 365 days of the year, because that's how I work. That's how I'm made up. I'm made up as an individual who has got to be working 7 days a week, and I love it. So that works for me. Collaboration benefits: enhanced innovations, combining diverse perspectives leads to better, more creative solutions. Number one. Number two, increase productivity. Dividing tasks allows for faster project completion. Improve learning. Team members share knowledge and learn from each other. Greater flexibility. Teams can adapt more quickly to challenges of collaboration. So pros and the cons, the good and the bad. So here's some of the challenges of collaborations. And again, like I'm sharing this information with you guys, I'm learning as we grow. So it's a mutual benefit here that as we move and mobilize some of these opportunities in the year 2026, there are going to be a lot of opportunities in the Atlantic coastal sister city areas, particularly in Atlantic City, that we can all work on together through strategic collaboration, strategic partnerships, nonprofits, small businesses, government agencies working together at the local level, at the county level, at the state level, at the federal level, and at the executive level to help change, or I don't want to say change, let's say enhance, in an effort to make city. Let's see, something went wrong here for a minute. Let me get back where we were. We had a bad connection for a second. Let's see. Okay, I'm back. So, remote work issues. Let's not know here. The challenges of collaborations, and also faith-based organizations. You also want to include faith-based organizations like Bishop Hargrove's wonderful Grace Community Development Corporation, and also Mark Rossman has Genesis Community Development Corporation, two CDCs locally. That one of them is faith-based, one of them is a small business focus, but all of these, a collaboration is when you bring all these groups together: the government, the private sector, the nonprofits, the for-profits, the public-private partnerships that makes America the greatest nation in the world. Because America is built on collaborations and public-private partnerships and nonprofits and faith-based organizations working together to achieve a mutually beneficial economic goal. The challenges: conflict, different work styles or opposing ideas, which can be productive if managed correctly. Remote work issues, time zone differences, and lack of face-to-face interaction. Well, the good thing about our collaboration right now is localized to our 5 Atlantic coastal cities. So because of our proximity with each other, we have the wonderful ability to be able to meet face to face. There will be some Zoom calls in the future. There will be some collaborations between our Atlantic Coastal Mayors Group and some other organizations as we grow and as we learn to work together. So a lot of these challenges of collaborations, I know that we'll be able to overcome them because we started out from a good place and we have a bunch of good mayors together, really responding in a very positive way. Ineffective leadership, lack of clear direction or accountability. So our inaugural leadership is Mayor Michael Collins, the mayor of Margate, and he has really taken on his role with sincere commitment and knowledgeable leadership. So we have that. How to improve team collaborations. Define clear roles, ensure everyone knows their responsibility, which is what we're approaching with our upcoming meetings. Utilize technology, use of collaborative platforms like Slack, Microsoft Team, or Jira to streamline communications. We're on that. We will be we use Microsoft Teams right now when we deal with the federal government because that's what they have to use. But with the our local initiative, we'll be able to use whatever platforms we deem necessary. But again, we're so close in proximity, we'll only be meeting once a month for an hour. Any other things that need to be done between those months, U.S. Heart will step in as the nonprofit project management and move things forward. Foster a culture of openness. Encourage team members to share ideas freely. Establish regular check-ins. Keep everyone aligned through consistent, brief meetings. I just said we're going to be meeting once a month with these senior level political leaders. We're keeping the meeting to 1 hour, brief meeting. Promote accountability. Ensure that members follow through on their commitments. I believe that when you get the opportunity to work with the incredible individuals we are working with, you already can promote, you already have accountability. You're working with individuals who have won major local elections. They are the leadership of the 5 municipalities on the Atlantic coast. They would not have been elected if they were not accountable and if they were not great leaders. And I say that without any hesitation. To be a leader of a city, to get voted to be the leader, means that the voters have confidence in your ability to lead as well as your accountability. So with God's blessings and us having the opportunity to bring together these 5 extraordinary mayors to explore opportunities where there's some mutual beneficial collaboration synergy is a real blessing at the right time for Atlantic City particularly and for Atlantic County in general, because everybody knows that Atlantic City is the golden goose, is the goose that lays the golden egg for New Jersey. Atlantic is bigger than just a casino beachfront. Atlantic City is the greatest oceanfront city in America. Now, when you take the greatness of Atlantic City and you add to that the greatness of Longport and the greatness of Margate and the greatness of Ventnor and the greatness of Brigantine, and you bring all that greatness together, well, you have the platform for some great opportunities to grow out of it. And in Atlantic City, I have the distinct honor to work with some extraordinary local entrepreneurs as well, like former Marine Stefan Jackson, who has established his own electric company, a low voltage electric company that grew out of the first cohort that we had for low voltage electrical workforce training. the Marine, Stefan Jackson, he started working on his electrical license, his apprenticeships and all that several years ago. He established the core. And what we're doing is helping expanding the opportunities for the core to now become more entrepreneurial. So that grew out of the first one. Another thing that's happened is that with these folks that we've just graduated, a number of them already been on interviews at the Federal Aviation Administration, but they're on top of it. So the collaboration now has plans to expand what we're doing currently in Atlantic City in our sister cities, helping fortify the Atlantic coastal cities with cybersecurity trained employees and cybersecurity trained workforce that can be trained to help protect critical infrastructure in each one of these cities, from your water source to your electricity to your financial data at the bank to your health records at the Walgreens or at the hospital. It takes time, it takes patience, it takes tenacity to do what we are doing, and it takes blessings from God Almighty. I mean, it's not the easiest thing in the world to try to do what I am doing and please everybody. You're never going to please everybody. But the few people who are pleased are the individuals who will make the difference in the future. And that's what this is all about. Collaborations to make a difference in the future. We want to make a big difference. And as we go along and grow along, I'm going to come on here and I'm going to share information with you guys. And I'm going to have some special guests join me on this podcast in the future so that you can hear it from their mouths and you can hear their ideas and you can receive their input. And it's another way of us being transparent. You don't have to hear it from me all the time. You can hear it from some of the other folks who are a lot smarter than me in a lot of these different areas. But if you take a bunch of individuals who all have a certain amount of intelligence and you bring them together in a strategic collaboration, well, now we have grounds to expand what it took us 10 years to get done. Now it may only take us 10 months to get done, because it's not just Jimmy Whitehead trying to get it done by himself. No, it's Jimmy Whitehead with the support of extraordinary mayors like Mayor Marty Small Sr., Mayor um, um, Patrick Armstrong. That PA always gets me. Patrick Armstrong, Mayor Michael Collins, Mayor Vince Serra, and Mayor Tim Corbell, who I'm really looking forward to working a lot with. So just wanted to share a message today about, number one, staying safe and warm, but number two, about strategic collaborations. I wanted to share this definition that I just went through, and I'm pleased to see that as I read it and learn how Wikipedia defines a collaboration, I see that every one of those things, we have checked off all those points. We have checked off all of those critical points, from transparency to open communication to shared responsibility to complementary skills. You know, we have checked off the collaboration benefits in terms of um, enhanced enhanced no, we've checked off all of the checkpoints in terms of the challenges of collaboration. Communications breakdown, we won't have that, because yours truly, I'm going to stay on top of that. That's what I do. We're not going to have conflict because we have some distinguished individual leaders coming together to work on something positive. Remote work issues, not an issue for us, because all of our collaboration partners are right here on the Atlantic coastal ocean front. Um, all of these things that I read off in this definition, utilizing technology, we are technology. We go beyond IT. We are cybersecurity. We are artificial intelligence. We are the future of the Atlantic Coastal Initiative. What we're doing right now, we're just getting started. Everybody has to be patient. Everybody has to pray for us to be successful. No, more successful, because we've already succeeded. We've had our second cohort at Hard Rock. The president of Hard Rock, George Goloff, participated. All of these mayors participated. All of our cyber guardians performed magnificently. And all of our support folks, Sharon Rowe, Pamela Thomas, Horace Jones, everybody, thank you. It has been a wonderful trip so far, but we're just getting started. And in 2026, stay tuned, because you're going to hear about some amazing opportunities. It's going to be first come, first serve. When you hear about it, if you sign up and you get through the, what do we call it? The orientation. I'm talking about the cybersecurity workforce training, because we're going to have another program coming up in the spring. But when you get through all of those, the collaboration of these distinguished gentlemen, we're working on the next level of the platform, attracting the industry, attracting the small businesses, attracting the opportunities to hire the workforce that we're now training. So please stay tuned with what we're doing. Get involved when you hear about it. And by all means, again, have a wonderful, safe, warm weekend, and be careful. Okay, this is Jimmy Whitehead from the Jimmy Whitehead Weekly Friday Power Hour, coming to you with a message about how we can work together to make all of our communities, all of our lives better. God bless. Thank you.